Hello, John Spence here, and you are listening to Little Boys Night, Episode 9. Welcome to the show. If this is your first time listening, thank you for coming. Little Boys Night is produced every Friday for your enjoyment and can be listened to on iTunes or SoundCloud under the name Little Boys Night. Those links, as well as show notes, can be found at littleboysnight.wordpress.com, and you can also find all of our social media links there. Now that's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. Now let's get into the show.
That's a good movie.
Yeah, sure.
Lincoln? He lives. Yeah, he gets shot, but he lives.
He pulls through in the end.
Yeah.
Fire slave.
All right, hey guys.
Hey, what about that movie Valkyrie? Have you guys seen that?
One of my favorite movies.
Valkyrie with Tom
right over
Cruise.
Yeah. It's a good movie. This is a sound test, right?
How to get it out?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we're live?
Yeah, but I can start whenever. I can cut that out if we want to.
Good.
Yeah, this is a live show. When people listen to this, it's going to be live.
Yeah.
Every time.
We should do a live show.
Yeah, we should. I don't know how to do that. Oh, like on Facebook Live. We could do that.
That'd be interesting.
We'll see a lot.
With like the little webcam I have.
Yeah, about 5 years because no one wants to watch those.
True.
It's awkward.
Yeah, it is awesome.
Stop doing Facebook Live.
All right, guys.
Zuckerberg.
Do our intro.
Hey, welcome to... What is this show called? Little Boys Night, Episode 9.
Episode 9. Episode
Welcome to Episode 9 of Little Boys Night. It's going to be a good one. This is going to be a safe space this week. If you want to escape all the talk, there's going to be zero of that. I'm actually going to bleep the word that I just said. You'll be able to figure it out, though.
Yeah.
The thing that everybody's talking about, we're not going to talk about. So we're just going to try to have some fun today.
Selection.
All right. Who wants to go first with their segment this week?
I can go first.
All right, do it.
I have it ready to go.
Are you eating Takis next to a mic?
You're right. I'm sorry.
That is unprofessional.
So unprofessional.
That's a good transition, though.
Fans deserve better.
Yes, good transition to under or overrated, where I just name a list of things, nouns, I guess, and you, the people in this room, decide if they're underrated or overrated. So, this is a segment. This is a segment I came up with all by myself, like a week ago.
That's a lie.
I know, 5 minutes ago, thanks to John and Jared. So this is pretty much your guys' segment.
Anyway,
First one, gas station food, underrated or overrated?
That heavily depends on what you get. I think if you look at the price, like comparing the price, I think it's definitely overrated. It's not like a candy bar is not worth like $2.25. Like a candy bar is worth maybe $1.
I'm going to say underrated. I've been in situations where gas station food has if it hasn't saved my life, it's come darn close. Darn close. Like almost asleep at the wheel. Need a little something to pick me up. Got nothing in the car that's edible because I've tried everything already. Got to stop at a Quick Trip and get something, you know?
yeah, that's what they prey on. They're convenience stores because, like, on road trips and stuff, if you're not well prepared, then you got to get some food sometime, and so they can kind of upcharge a little bit for the snackies.
Yep,
They prey on those people that are like, if I don't get something in me, I'm going to fall asleep at the wheel and probably perish.
Yeah, it's really
stellar business
I can't believe
model.
they do that.
Here's the thing that that's really predatory.
Them and those payday loan services.
They're right up there on the
Convenience
same
stores
level.
and payday loans. And I mean, like, even though it's probably like a good, I mean, sometimes probably about 200% of the original price, maybe more like 170. I don't know, just throwing numbers around.
Something around like
Just
174%.
Ballpark estimate.
This is a little bit of sabermetrics here. But ultimately, if it's going from $1 to $2, like, you know, you're pretty willing to pay that. Like, especially if you're really hungry.
And I think there's like a certain amount, like I don't want to spend more than $4 on snacks because that seems like a lot.
Right.
So if it's under there, it still seems reasonable, even if you could get it cheaper. Because I don't think people don't really think about that at the time.
Well, and it's also great when they have deals. Like I made a couple trips out to Oklahoma this summer, and I'm the kind of guy though that's like minimal stops, go like as fast as you can.
Amen.
I mean literally.
Yeah.
I went. It was a 4-hour drive, and every time I went the full 4 hours without stopping. Not to brag.
Not to brag.
Wow.
But it
true,
was like in part to the fact that like I just kind of ignored being hungry because like I can power through. So the last time I went out to Oklahoma, or when I was coming back, I stopped. And I was kind of hungry, but they had one of those deals where you could get like one for, $170, or you could get two for like a lot cheaper. So I ended up getting the two, and it ended up helping me. Had I not had that, I probably would have stopped. So, convenience.
Yeah.
Convenience.
It's
Great story. This
worth
is a
paying a
lot
price. What always gets me at gas stations are the little powdered donuts. Oh my gosh, those just melt in your mouth. So good.
Yeah.
I'm a Chex-Mix guy. Across the board. Gardettos.
I just gotta say, I think gas stations are underrated because I'm going with Jared's reason here. They saved my life, dude. I drive from Arizona to Springfield.
Oh, yeah.
And
Which is longer than 4 hours.
around 20 hours. So I do need to stop occasionally for some I usually go for 2 taquitos and a Monster. And
Like the things that are in the rolling,
That's
in between the rolling pins.
That's Spanish for taquitos.
Yep.
Yep.
For small tack.
small what?
Tack. Yeah.
Like, it's like a regular tack, but a ito. It's a little bit smaller.
All right, next.
Okay. All right.
I took like 4.5.
Tic taquito toe.
That's pretty accurate.
So I think a smaller Tic Tac. Is that what you're saying, or?
No, just a smaller tack.
Tack. Yeah.
No
But
tick.
it's okay. Never mind. I'm just gonna keep on going. Under or overrated? Springfield, Missouri.
I'll go underrated, man.
Yeah.
Springfield's great. Like, you get here, and if you don't take the time to investigate, you're like, man, this place is a dumpster. And you know what? It does kind of have that dumpster look from the outside looking in.
But like in a chic way.
Yeah.
It's called dumpster chic.
But from the...
It's a designer trash can.
Yeah. From the... So basically what we have is Springfield might be a dumpster, but at least it's a designer dumpster.
Yeah, you gotta look hard. Yeah, I think I have to say underrated because all I ever hear is how bad it is.
True.
It's just always people complaining, so it can't be as bad as they say.
No.
And I've lived here my whole life, and I don't think it's pretty. I don't think it's terrible. I think it's pretty good.
I think it's underrated also because it's pretty great. I mean, when you get here, you're greeted by the bad drivers and the designer trash can.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you start to look at it, you got Hertz,
Ooh.
you get the vampire tunnels,
Ooh.
you got Steak and Shake,
Ooh.
pretty close, and then you got Arkansas, it's like 2 hours away. That's pretty awesome.
So
Yeah, there's a lot of surrounding things that are good.
your selling points that were good on this were Steak and Shake, which they have pretty much everywhere.
Now where I'm
and the
from.
fact that Arkansas is close by.
Hey, Arkansas is pretty freaking
One thing I'd say is cost of living is low. That's kind of a dry thing, but
what are you,
it adds up all the little savings.
1,000.
And as far as sales tax go, it's not too high. So
love to raise a family here. I'm just gonna. You guys are talking about Hertz and stuff.
yeah, but we make a lot of small purchases as college students, so the lesser percentage of sales tax adds up.
Not wrong, Jared.
Nerd.
Right.
White bread.
What did you say?
White bread.
White bread.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with underrated.
Nice.
Simply because, okay, a lot of people don't know this, but Springfield's actually like a small business like haven. So many, especially in terms of like our downtown area, small businesses just thrive. And I mean, if you're a college student, the places that I feel like we go the most are not like Taco Bell or McDonald's, but we end up going to somewhere like the burger place like Whistler's or or Slice House or places where they have good food and it's cheap.
Yeah.
Like it's Sliders, you can get the burgers, like 2 burgers and fries and a drink for like $5. And I mean, I think that's pretty cool because the fundamental building block of the economy is the small business.
That's right. And like you were saying, the fast food places are like a last resort because usually they're open the latest. So if it's really late and like we're hungry, we have to go there.
It's not quality.
It's not first choice at all.
No.
So
Yeah.
there you go.
Good call.
Yeah. Okay, so the next one is Nickelback, under or overrated?
This is easy.
Never heard a Nickelback song before.
Here's
At
the
least
thing.
not that I know of.
I've heard even one person say that they like Nickelback. So as long as there is one person out there who still says they like Nickelback, I'm gonna go with overrated on this one because that band was God's curse to the earth. Like we must have done something terrible to deserve Nickelback.
What do they sing?
Nothing good.
Look at this photograph.
Hey, I wanna be a big rock star on this roll.
Far away.
Okay, here's
I've never
the thing,
heard
though.
any of these
Here's
songs.
the thing, though. They will forever and always be a 2002 Grammy Award winner. Or is it Grammy Award? Or is it the MTV Music? What did they won some
Equally
big
as
award.
prestigious.
No, yeah, not.
Just saying that.
I'm pretty.
even
Maybe it's a
matter.
Grammy. It's something like.
probably like a Teen Choice Award or something.
Oh,
like that.
they could win.
Nickelodeon Choice Award, dude.
Yeah, Nickelodeon.
Kids Choice Award.
So
Okay,
that definitely means that they're
Here's
overrated.
maybe a little bit of a hot take.
Uh-oh.
Like, we continue to lambast them, which means that enough people listen to them to know well enough how awful they are.
I was just gonna say, can you define lambast?
Like, just beat on them.
Probably what I just said would define as a lame.
Yeah.
All right.
To use it in a sentence,
you're
Jared
saying-
just
I mean,
lambasted.
I would say, okay, no, I don't particularly enjoy Nickelback. Like, in fact, I would go so far as to say as, like, I actively avoid listening to Nickelback. But I don't think people account for all the people who actually listen to them. Or
So-
did listen to them.
I would kind of agree in saying that now I think hating Nickelback has become sort of a trend.
Well, it's because
Sort of.
they're like the songs of our middle school time, and everybody hates who they were in middle school. So we hate everything that was associated with ourselves in middle school.
Was it our middle school time? John just said they won a 2002 award.
They were at their height in middle school. If you weren't on a bus listening to Nickelback sometimes from the year of 5th grade to 8th grade, you probably weren't cool.
Yeah.
I wasn't on the bus.
But you definitely weren't cool then.
My school was like a block from my house.
Nerd!
I could just walk there.
I bet you
Less
walked
than a
with
block,
all
actually.
your friends too, didn't you?
Nope, with my sisters.
Yep, all your friends.
Okay, I'll give you that one.
Yeah, no, they didn't win any Grammys. I don't know what I was thinking
Let
about.
down.
All right.
They won the Society of like Canadian Composers or something like
They're
that.
so nice.
They're from Canada?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Definitely overrated.
That's why.
Just another reason to hate Nickelback.
Okay, I'll just move on.
And
then.
Canada.
Yeah.
Canada.
Next one, Harambe.
Choice
Oh,
Award.
never mind.
They won we won People's Choice Award for favorite group in 2007. So the people have spoken.
Middle school.
American Music Award
Hey,
2006
AMAs.
and 2007.
Like 6th grade.
Billboard, it was Billboard. Billboard Music Award in 2006 for top rock album. Billboard Music Award for top 100 hot song in 2002. That's what I was thinking of.
Who is Billboard?
All right. Well, we can move on.
Okay, so the next topic, you probably already heard it, but Harambe, under or overrated?
Over to the rated. It's like, it was a funny joke, like, kid gets dragged or falls into a gorilla pit, whatever.
Gorilla
like,
gets shot.
let's
Hilarious.
Super funny. Everyone knew there would be months and months and months of jokes about it.
That's the thing, like, it has absolutely outlived its like comedy. I don't know what I'm talking about here.
Outliving is a very poor choice of words.
Gavin, what did you say the other day?
I said we were trying to write something for AB, and someone was like, let's do a Harambe joke. And I was like, that'd kind of be beating a dead gorilla. So now that's one of the jokes that's going to be in the things.
Nice.
I'll go overrated because in a ballot writing party, this gorilla happened to get 11,000.
I think the number
Different-
was now 15,000.
Okay, its name was written down on 15,000 scraps of paper that decide things.
Yeah, it was for something.
It was,
I
I don't
can't-
know what it was for.
But yeah.
Could it possibly have been?
No. Shut up, yo!
It was a random ballot writing party.
Yeah, it was just.
I heard about it.
People got together.
15,000 people there.
Did it happen
At
yesterday?
least.
Yeah, it was like something like 15 or
It
20,000.
happened at
happened-
some point
Yesterday?
Yes.
in the yesterday.
Okay.
Okay, cool. All right, then. So,
Harambe.
I'm pretty sure
Haribo's
everybody
better
thinks
than
Harambe's
Harambe.
overrated by this point.
Overrated.
Yeah. Next topic.
How many more you got there?
Just a little bit more. I was gonna do Jared. Under or overrated?
I feel like I'm
Jared
biased,
from Subway.
so I'll sit this one out.
Jared Shipley. The
Oh,
guy
okay.
Right next to
Underrated. People don't realize he's a sick bassist.
Aww,
Yeah. So
shut up.
Kiss up.
why?
Because I hold so much authority.
Yeah. I'm scared of what he'll do to me if I don't say.
I'm gonna say underrated in terms of like how good he must be with mechanics to keep the Saab that he owns still running, because that car should be dead like 5 times over by now, and yet last night we went on a shake run and that little fella held on tight.
He's a nice guy. I've met him once. He was perfectly pleasant to me.
Riley, have you said anything yet?
Oh, right. This is Riley Nelson, BT Dubs. Riley Nelson thinks he is underrated. He wants everyone to know that Jared Shipley's a great kisser.
He would know.
I don't know. I think Jared is my roommate. I think he's pretty overrated.
True.
If you could live with him, you'd see the flaws in his armor.
side.
See me at my worst.
The
If you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best.
I don't want you. Who says
I don't want you at either.
Oh man. Okay, last one, I guess. Denzel Washington.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
First black president.
Yeah. Yep.
Hey, no politics, dude.
All right, my bad.
That's not, I mean, that's been since 2008, right?
Is it politics?
I mean, yeah.
Then no politics, dude.
All right,
kidding.
I'll say Denzel Washington, one of the most overrated actors that has ever graced.
Actresses.
Objection.
Uh-oh.
And I can't call it yet because I haven't seen Fences, but this movie called Fences is coming out, and he and Viola Davis are already being named as the Oscar Best Actor, Best Actress award winner. It's based on a play. I think it's Tennessee Williams, but it's about life in an African American community
Behind a fence.
in New York in the 50s, and the trailer itself was enough.
Like Harlem?
Let me ask you: is it about a man who's been done wrong by society in some form or another, and then works to right that wrong throughout his community?
No, it's actually the opposite.
Really?
He's a garbage man, and his son is getting frustrated because he can't do certain things, and he's like, "Look, I've worked every day of my life to provide for you." Jared, can you just put my watch down? It's
Yeah.
making me a little nervous.
Jared had John's watch on his forehead.
But he's like, it looks very, very compelling. However, my other point is, Remember the Titans will always be one of my 2 favorite sports movies of all time, and Denzel Washington is the reason why.
You friggin' killed it.
And
It's a good movie.
it's like I could watch that movie over and over and get more and more like pumped up every time. That scene when the coach calls him a monkey or whatever, and then he tosses him a gorilla or a banana. Tosses him a banana.
Freudian slip.
He pulls out Harambe in Harambe's first starring role. Just
a gorilla.
he pulls out a banana and tosses it at the coach.
Yeah, that was great.
That's a good scene.
And for those of you who are really familiar with it, such as myself, and have seen it upwards of 25 times, you'll know that Denzel makes eating grapes look freaking dope. In the cafeteria scene, when the coaches are at their table eating, he's got the fork and he's just eating grapes. It's like from the canned mixture, and he eats a grape, and I was like, "Frick, that's cool."
Also,
and so I tried to mimic that when I was a kid.
he got into the whole like middle-aged
Go ahead and say it.
bad.
People of color.
Yeah, no.
Oh wow.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't want to throw down the A word, but like he got in on that like in a time when Taken was popular, and you've got movies like that where the hero is like a very physically adept, almost old guy,
I've
and
been out of the game for too long, sort of guy.
exactly.
Book of Eli.
And he
Ooh, good movie.
that's what I'm sorry. Did I not mention the title?
Nope.
Okay, well, Book of Eli. Yeah, and he did that. I feel like, I don't think he's underrated or overrated. I think he's just like, he's Denzel Washington. He's good at what he does.
That's right.
That's all I have to say.
I'm glad your level had enough to be like good at what he does, but so many people are like, he's the next like incarnation of Jesus Christ himself. Like there are so many people.
Or like, said that?
Who is it? Sidney
Denzel
Poitier?
Washington.
Sidney Poitier?
Poitier, yeah.
Yeah. Too many people love Denzel Washington
They call me Mr. Tibbs.
and just don't recognize that he plays the same character over and over again.
Yeah.
That's my beef with him.
Training Day.
Yep.
Well, but he kind of originated that. Training Day he got the Oscar because that was such an innovative film, and now everybody's doing dirty cop movies.
Yeah, this segment is going to be called Power Move or Nah. And there are just certain actions that you just see and you're like, ooh, power move. Like that guy's trying to establish his power right now. And it's either working for him or it's not. Thank you, Yo-Yo. But so I'm just going to say some things that might be power moves. You guys are going to give me your opinion, okay?
All right.
All right. And let me say another thing. This is strictly in the context of like dudes hanging out with each other.
Yeah.
Okay?
Just bros being
Like kind of like a little boys' night setting.
Yeah, like, all right, so a whole bunch of bros are hanging out with each other. Dude opens the door for every other bro. What do you think, power move or not?
I don't think so. I think he's just being nice. It's not really establishing any sort of power. It's kind of like, if anything, he's submitting himself to everybody else. I think it'd be a power move if he just slammed the door in front of everybody's face.
A little bit of washing the feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like a power move would definitely be like standing by the door until someone else goes up, like maybe pulling out the phone, looking at the phone, waiting until someone else goes out and holds the door.
Yep.
Good perspective.
Or like you intentionally get behind someone and you're on the phone, so then they hold the door open and you just don't even acknowledge
They have
that.
to hold it for you, but you don't even say thanks.
Right, exactly.
Or you could hold it like, that awkward distance where you're going through the door, you look back and someone's there and you don't know whether to hold it or not. You hold it until like they're close enough to where if you let go, it'll shut right before they get there. So you hold on for a little bit and then you kill their hope.
Right there. All right,
That's a power move.
that was good. I started you guys off with an easy one. All right, how about this one? Offers to drive someone else's car to the place.
I don't know if that's a power move or just a dick move.
Are they so different?
No, because I feel like one of them can definitely be like asserting yourself, and that one's more like, I don't know. If someone had said, "I'll drive your car to the place," I would be like, "No, I'll drive my car to the place," because that one's such an easy one to reject.
Yeah.
Like I feel like a power move is like, oh,
Yeah.
like I don't have power.
So
I feel like that move would be like someone trying to get power, but it's like in the wrong way. It's like, hey, I'll drive your car. No, that's my car.
So like let's flesh it out a little bit more. So like say
That's
we're all
never happened to
we're all getting ready to go someplace and we're like, oh, who's gonna drive? And someone's like, I have my keys on me, but I really don't want to drive. And everyone's like, I don't have my keys. So you're like, fine, I'll drive. Like, let's go out to my car. Start going to the car. Some guy at the back's just like, oh, I'll drive your car if you don't want to.
Just takes the keys from you and gets in and drives the car.
Doesn't even ask.
Get in the trunk.
Power move, steals your car.
Yeah, that would be a power move.
If he sounded like that.
Well, now that you put it like that, yeah, that's definitely a power move.
If he said it like the way you said it, then no. But if he's like, hey, I'll drive your car if you're too tired or whatever.
We're talking about this. You're on a road trip.
Ooh.
Driver gets shot. You take the wheel. Power move. Yeah.
Definitely.
You literally have more
who's it?
power than the guy who's been shot.
Yeah, you're not in the driver's seat, but metaphorically you're in the driver's seat.
All right. So we can all agree, power move,
Okay,
but also kind of a douchey move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like not even subtle power move.
Here's a power move, kind of.
Okay.
Like you're all in a car, and maybe a couple people know where the place you're going is, but the driver doesn't. And you're like, no, I'll give you directions. And you become
Very
the one
subtle.
who's like,
The GPS.
this
Yeah.
depends, you depend on
You
me.
become-
Someone's like, hey, I'll look it up, and then you're like, no, I know how to get there.
Right.
But then, and you don't tell them way ahead of time. You're just like, turn here.
Yeah, exactly.
Because then if they mess up, they look.
Okay,
like
but on the converse there, also telling them like, okay, here you take a right on Boonville, you take a left on Commercial. Like,
Okay.
if you start listing them out way beforehand, and you know they're not gonna remember, like you've just asserted yourself as very like directionally savvy.
Okay.
Yeah, and then later they're like, what was it again?
Wow.
You're like, I already told you.
Yeah, or you're like, well, here I'll just guide you. Like,
Why am I
here,
hang-
you
why
need
am I hanging out
help.
with this
Oh,
Like,
gosh.
here, let me hold your hand.
Yeah, that's a good one, guys.
Why would this person be in my friend group? He sounds like a total like jerk. I wouldn't want him near me.
Metacognition.
Yeah, true. If you haven't thought about it.
So it's a hypothetical.
All right. So yeah, that one power move, kind of a douche move. This one is totally a power move. We're gonna rate it on a scale of
We'll see.
1 to
We'll be the judge of that.
1 to. So rate it. If you,
Here's a power move. I'm not gonna hold the mic by Jared's mouth.
That's the restroom.
How about that?
So if you think it's a power move, I want you to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10 and how effective it would be in establishing your power. All right. So what the
you
power
just-
move?
oh.
The power move is everyone that does anything for you. Say like you go to a restaurant with some friends, someone opens a door, you tip them. Like anyone who does any sort of service for you, you give them a tip.
Yeah.
If you're like, what time is it? Someone's like, oh, it's like 7:13. You'll be like, thank you, my good gentleman.
Yeah. They're under you. I agree. That's definitely a power.
Definitely a power
And
move.
I have the money to throw away.
Well, yeah, part of it is though, do they expect it? Like, and also, does it like how much money is it? Because if it's like if it's a good amount, that's being generous. But if it's like here's a quarter, like that's a total power move.
And then you say, don't spend it all in one place.
Just flip it to him. There you go, hon.
Yeah, but I don't know if it'd be a total power move, but I don't know if it'd be effective, especially on the wrong person, because just throw someone a quarter, they turn around, throw it right back at you like full force.
Well, all right. What if it was?
that was a hypothetical.
What if it was upwards of $10? Like this is money that people are going to appreciate. So you've established
You're
yourself
just a nice guy.
as a caregiver.
Yeah,
Have you, though?
that makes people look like, okay, I worked for a summer as a valet. Gavin had the same job, but he did it during the school year. And I worked at a hospital, and then I'd do weddings and functions on the weekend.
Not to brag.
Not to brag. Shh.
Wow.
Not to brag. But one of the things I worked at was the opening of a law firm. And, you know, like, the guy's like, will you please park my cherry red brand new Mercedes? And all of the valets were, like, vying
Yes,
over who was
sir.
going to. Which, actually, funny story, side note, I had to go pick up the cherry red Mercedes brand new. And I could not find how to start the car for 5 minutes. I sat in the car for a good 5 to 7 minutes because there were so many buttons that I couldn't find the ignition button, like a moron.
Yep.
That's kind of a power move. Like, my car has so many features that you can't figure out how to turn it
That was
on.
actually going to be the next question. Car with lots of features.
But, no, I think the tip thing is definitely a power move because I fully respected the people, like, looked up to the people who gave you, like, more.
Yeah.
Now, if you...
When it's that much money, yeah.
Right. And then you also talk about, like, even though it would be a power move to give someone a quarter, you also don't, like, respect that person.
True.
You're also like, okay, well, that wasn't very powerful of you. But
Yeah.
the attitude there would be.
Okay. Last power move. Kill someone's family. Power move or nah?
I'm gonna say
Depends on
nah.
if you get away with it. Like, depends on if people know you did it, you get away with it. Like, I feel like, I mean, now he's just a joke. But OJ, yeah, okay, yeah. OJ Simpson, I would be very intimidated if I saw him after he got away scot-free with killing.
Allegedly.
Supposedly.
Allegedly.
The facts don't.
Casey Anthony.
Allegedly.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like he would have a lot of social power.
So, murdering someone. We're going to go power move?
Well, here's the power move. I'll expand on it. You murder someone's family. They never find out it was you, and you guys are like best friends. And then you're on your deathbed, and you're like, "Come here, I killed your family." And then you pass away.
And
that's a power move because they can't do any. Like they can't work it out.
Do you think they would recognize that as a power move? They'd be like, "That was a total power move."
Yeah, the instant like he's been setting me up for years.
But at the same
and
time,
then he just got away with it.
Yeah,
at the same time,
died.
you had like power over that person for like just a
Yeah.
split second, and then you died.
Yeah,
So I don't
but
think-
you still have the power over them because it
Really?
haunts them.
Well,
Oh,
and it like
true.
you could potentially like groom them in a certain way you wanted them to go.
And it's them realizing that you had power over them for all that time.
And if it's your best friend, they come to you for like advice and counseling. They're like, "Man, my family got murdered. I'm really upset," and you just be like,
Yo-Yo has a face of horror.
Yeah, my friends are very dark.
Talk about dark comedy.
Oh my gosh.
"Never thought about this."
Now you're my roommate, dude.
We had 3 rehearsals without you of this little bit.
All right, that was
was
the
good.
end of the power move segment. Now you know how to establish yourself.
All right, this is the next segment. It's called Obvious Spoilers. Yeah, so I'm basically going to just spoil some movies for you. So let's go ahead and get started.
Which
Yeah.
movies?
Looking through the collection.
Shoot, I don't want to be a part of this segment.
Forrest
Yes,
Gump.
you do.
All right.
It's great.
Okay, so Back to the Future involves time travel.
Frick, man.
Dang it, dude.
I actually,
watch
I think I guessed that. Actually, I'm not gonna lie.
you
Yeah.
spoiled that one.
Well, I mean, I guess it's there, but you have to really think about the title to figure it out.
Right.
It's not that obvious.
Yeah.
To the future. Yeah.
It's
yeah,
like-
makes sense.
That doesn't make sense.
kinda
But then
like-
once
yeah,
you
it's like
figure out
thinking
the
about
time
eternity.
travel
Yeah.
part,
Right.
it all comes together.
Yep.
True.
So the movie Legends of the Fall does not take place entirely in the fall. It takes place throughout several seasons.
Yeah, you would think it's like the leaves, because those are the Legends of the Fall everybody talks
They
about.
do get all of the press of
Yeah.
this time.
Yep. Or like Pilgrims,
Yeah.
Yep.
Or like
Squanto,
that thing that happens once every 4
Corn.
years in November.
Turkey,
Pumpkins.
yeah, etc. All the Thanksgiving
Yeah.
related
You
things.
think those were but they're not.
But that's not what the movie's about.
Squash.
Interesting.
Pilgrim Plays. Okay, we're good.
Genocide.
Even though
Mayflower.
Packed, not compact.
Mayflower Compact.
gotta cut that.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
movie-
I said Mayflower Compact.
people forget that the movie Saving Private Ryan was all about saving like a Private Ryan.
What?
People tend to forget about that.
I thought it was about
I thought it was called Saving Ryan's Privates.
We'll cut that.
The film The Pink Panther, starring Peter Sellers, does not actually involve a literal Pink Panther.
What the heck?
Are you sure?
Yeah, well, and I mean, neither do the Steve Martin ones.
Well, what if it was called the Pink Cougar? Then would it be a metaphor for an older lady looking for younger male companionship?
No, I think there would have been a literal Pink Cougar.
It would have been like a wildlife movie.
Well,
But how can they get away with that? That's blatant,
Narrated by Richard Attenborough.
Yeah.
The native pink cougar seeks its prey. It prowls throughout the wilderness.
That would have been how that one went.
I don't want to see this movie now. I was looking forward to the Pink Panther, but there's no Pink Panther.
I know. What's the point?
Okay, the movie Outsiders, even though it makes you think that these are a bunch of social outcasts, it centers entirely on the group of friends, so none of them are really outcasts from their friend group.
Oh.
None of them are actually
is
like
blown.
Also, does it ever take place inside? I guess we'll have to watch the movie.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
there are definitely indoor scenes.
Frick!
What the? Why is it even called
I thought you were just gonna spoil one thing. That was a double whammy.
Look out, look out.
This is the worst segment ever, man. Gosh.
Yeah, all these like 30-year-old movies.
All these movies were on my movies to watch list.
I haven't seen them
What's
yet.
the point?
It's like you're reading my list in order.
The A-Team is based on a television series of the same name.
What?
Wait,
What's
so
T?
the television series is also called
The A-Team.
The A-Team.
Yeah.
Frick.
Man.
It's about the same team?
Yeah. It's same characters, different actors, same characters.
Different actors.
Different. Why are you spoiling everything? The next thing you're going to tell me is like the movie and the TV series were like 20, 30 years apart or something like that.
Actually, we can fact check that.
We got our fact checkers working on this. We'll get back to you
Tom,
in a
you on
second.
it right now? Get it, Tom.
Tom is our fact-checking guy. We have gotten so big now we can hire a fact-checking guy. Say hello to the people, Tom.
Hey.
Yo, that was you. Don't speak for Tom.
Sorry.
Tom. Was that Tom?
actually
Hello?
I don't have anything on that.
Tom
What
doesn't
you
have
want me to
anything.
say?
Sorry, there are no facts.
Just
Tom?
research about the A-Team, Tom.
Hey, I'm sorry.
Why are we... What accent is that, Gavin?
I don't know.
Why are you
Why
asking
don't
me?
you ask
I don't know where
Tom?
Tom's from. He's new.
Tom, where are you from?
I'm from Mexico, man.
Really?
All right, well,
That is the
was our
worst
segment
Mexican accent.
called Tom.
Gavin.
It's not my problem.
You and Yo-Yo should get something to eat sometime.
I'm sure there are different Mexican accents, like
It's true.
provinces and
It's a
stuff.
big country.
There are different American accents.
True.
All right, are we done with
Are
spoiler
you done
talk?
spoiling all of our movies that we were going to watch?
I've got three more.
All right, here's the triple threat.
Catch Me If You Can. He catches him.
Frick! What?
He can catch him. Like, we proved that he can be caught.
Frick.
Talking about Quicksilver?
The Minority Report, while you would think that there were ethnic minorities involved, there aren't really. Like,
Really?
Tom Cruise and Max von Sydow are the main characters.
So,
They're both white.
the real spoiler alert is that white people are not the minority.
Yeah.
According to the report.
According to
Why
this
you put the mic to me? Why is the mic to me, Jared?
You're the only minority
Yeah,
here,
just
and you're like
random.
freaking all of them. You cover all of
random.
like. Tell the people what you are.
I'm like Mexican, Apache, Cherokee,
We're all gonna go. So
Irish, black, yeah, Asian, Pacific Islander, a little bit of Jewish. I think
I am
Australian.
white.
how crazy is that?
Also,
Spanish, French. Yeah.
Wait, is French a minority? Or is that just like a...
We're talking about ethnic backgrounds, man.
I am also white, as they say.
Where's that? What country is that?
The white country.
Oh, okay. I'm English and German Jewish, and I think a little of the Scandinavian countries like Norway or something.
All right, last one. The movie Interstellar, he falls into a black hole and then communicates with his daughter through time and space. And at the beginning, all those like lines of sand that you see moving are actually just Matthew McConaughey. And then it turns out he survives, and his daughter has built a colony in space where people can move and live instead of having to live on the dust war-torn planet. So
I thought you said this was called spoilers. Everyone knows that, John.
Yeah, no, that's well known.
Did this.
Yeah, it was like 9 real spoilers and then a big old fake at the end. All right,
Stunk, John.
guys, this segment is super cool. It's called Patiently Ponder the Potential Plot of These movies. So,
Okay.
um,
Why are they
I
called?
love alliterators.
because of alliteration.
love alliteration.
All right, so I'm just gonna say the name and the year, okay, which will add a lot
Okay.
to your guesses. This is basically headlines with weird movie titles. So the first one is Bela Lugosi meets a Brooklyn gorilla.
Is this a dirty movie?
No.
Will any of these be dirty movies?
Bela Lugosi was like
Maybe. I didn't look that much
the
into
original
it.
Dracula.
God.
Really?
Yeah, he actually ended up being I think it was heroin that he ended up dying in relative obscurity because it's not like Bella like a female. Just wanted to set the stage.
Really?
Right, he's like an Italian
Is that the
actor.
title or the description?
That's the title.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
1952. I forgot the
So
year.
he runs into a New York gorilla. Is that what it said? Or
It says Bela Lugosi meets a Brooklyn gorilla. That's what it's called.
I think this is a story of Bela Lugosi's travels to the New York Zoo. That's all it is, just a documentary about an Italian man coming to a zoo in America. Not
Okay.
the one in Cincinnati.
I think this is basically just a movie version of the song Bad Bad Leroy Brown. And the gorilla is not a literal gorilla. He's just a very large man that like imposes his desires on the local populace through physical intimidation.
He meets Boss
And-
Tweed.
And and Bela Lugosi plays Boss Tweed.
All right, that's pretty freaking close. I'll read the word-for-word synopsis. Entertainers Mitchell and Petrillo, Martin and Lewis clones, parachute into the jungles of the Pacific island of Cola Cola, where they meet primitive tribesmen. The chief's sarong-clad daughter, Nona, and mad scientist Dr. Zabor conducting experiments in evolution. Jealous of Mitchell's relations with Nona, Zabor has just the thing to make a monkey of him. ...
oh, this is 1950s, right?
One of the guys gets turned into a gorilla, so...
Wow, it's 1950s. You said? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That'll explain the Hawaiian names.
Yep. Alright, here's number 2. The Man Who Loved Cat Dancing. 1973.
So I was thinking of The Man Who Loves Clowns when you started that.
That takes place here in the Ozarks.
Does it?
She goes to Silver Dollar City. Punky. She takes a little Punky to Silver Dollar City.
It has been a long time since I've read that book. But because I'm thinking of that currently, I think it is like The Man Who Loves Clowns, but instead of clowns, he loves cat dancing.
What's cat dancing, though?
He makes cats dance by throwing firecrackers at their feet.
That would be really funny. We should do that.
So it's a little bit more morbid than The Man Who Loves Clowns. Even though, spoiler alert, The Man Who Loves Clowns, everyone important dies. Sorry.
Dang, I was gonna read that book.
Okay, so maybe this is like kind of like cockfighting, but instead it's cat dancing, and it's like an underground like gambling ring where they take felines to like. Yeah. All right. We're funny. But maybe we'll just bleep that out later. Yeah, probably not though.
No, that's good. I like that.
And it's about how he like is severely in debt, so he bets on a lot of really good cat dances and wins back his
He's like, I know this
fortune.
cat's gonna
Yeah,
win.
It's a zero to hero story.
right.
a real,
Could you
A
tell
real
me?
American inspiration.
like
Tell
an
me the title again.
underground
Yeah,
cat
The
dancing
Man Who
TV
Loves
show.
Cat Dancing, 1973. Here, I'll give an extra hint.
Well-
Starring Burt Reynolds.
Okay, so it's
Starring Burt Reynolds.
Yeah.
1973. I think there's this group of like dancers called the Cats, and so this guy he like discovers them in a club, and he loves their cat dancing. So he kind of like shoots them up to fame. I don't know, something like that.
Like some kind of like producer or something?
Yeah, something like that.
That's all of those are way off. It's a Western story about a defiant wife who leaves her husband to take up riding with the outlaws.
Oh yeah, that was gonna be my second guess.
Oh right.
So there you go. And Burt Reynolds is just one of the cowboys in the gang.
I would like to produce John's movie though.
The cat dancing betting one.
Yep, that's what the movie is gonna be called.
Sounds really good.
Cat dancing.
I'd watch it. You could put Denzel in there. Think about that. All right, the next one is called. So
Someone like kind of farted.
yeah, it's called. It's PFFFT, 1954.
What is the rating on it? Is it PG? Is it? Oh, I guess it's probably.
It wasn't rated. It was not rated.
Ooh, not rated. Okay. I guess my guess is that it will be about a vicious rumor that spreads throughout a small town of the governor having multiple affairs with multiple genders and species of thing.
What the dumb? But
Every time the rumor starts, someone's like, "Come here." Hence the title.
You're thinking of Psst.
yeah.
That movie is already out. Yeah, you're confused.
Okay, no, is like It's like when, it's like the noise you make when something funny happens. You're like, and
I do that a lot.
and so when the movie came out, it was so terrible that Roger Ebert was like, and they were like, "Thank God you said that. We don't have a title yet." Roger Ebert.
Yeah. It's like on the trailers of movies when they're like putting all the critics have said. Dash Robert
Robert E. Lee.
Robert Jeebers Creepers.
I guess it sounds kind of like a tire going flat. So like, this could be like the start of like some sort of like journey on a road trip that both tires go flat. Like two of the tires go flat, so you can't drive with two flat tires. So this starts like the Hobbit of modern America, kind of.
That makes sense. I can see it, but it's actually not. It's here's the description. After 8 years, Robert and Nina get divorced. He takes up with his womanizing buddy, Charlie.
I was close.
Is that you finished? That was the description?
That was it.
I was close.
His wife divorces him and he moves in with his Navy bud. Yeah, that's what.
Do I win that round? Because I feel like I was definitely the closest.
I don't even remember what you said.
Wait, is there only one
Yeah, you win.
in the title? Or is it two?
No, it's just.
Oh, it's only one.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, that changes.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
Come on,
Man.
Here's the next one. It's getting more modern. My Own Private Idaho, 1991. Starring Keanu Reeves.
Okay, so
I've
this is.
seen this one.
Have you really?
Well, then
Yes.
you can't play.
I feel like this was like some really pretentious like play written for like I don't know like a local Maine playhouse somewhere in like a lobster fishing community.
Coastal city.
Yeah, like way on the opposite side, so people have no concept of Idaho, so they're just left to like fill in the blank. And then they turned it into a movie, like some poor sap bought the movie rights, and they were like, how can we ruin this even more? Hey, Keanu, you're at the height of your fame.
It's 91.
Yep. And so it's just about this guy who lives in Idaho, but it's just not that good.
Is he like alone?
His own private Idaho.
Well, I mean, aren't there only about 5 people who live in Idaho?
Oh yeah, that's a good call. It's 5 people and then potatoes.
Right.
A lot of potatoes. My Own Private Idaho. That's the name of the movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
1991.
1991. I'm just gonna take it as Keanu stumbles across a bunch of money in a lottery and decides to purchase Idaho and kick everybody out so he can have the so he can have the potatoes to himself and make as many French fries as he wants.
But he was like, "Oh crap! I thought this was Iowa,"
Yeah, pretty much.
which isn't really more desirable.
And then he goes into a coma, which starts the Matrix series.
Oh wow. It's a Matrix prequel.
Yeah.
This movie has a 77 on Metacritic.
I've already seen it.
All right, so Jared, you can tell us.
All right.
Oh,
Well,
River Phoenix is in it too.
I've either seen it or I think I've seen it. If I'm
see.
right,
The
Keanu
description's
Reeves.
vague, but
Keanu Reeves plays a police officer in Idaho, does he not?
no.
He's a
Frick, what
male
am I thinking of?
prostitute.
Idiot.
Yeah.
Oh, but real life story. Keanu Reeves is now a police officer in Idaho.
Yep.
Really?
That's
Working in the
you were
crime
thinking of a news story.
Yep,
Yeah.
I was.
Is he really?
All right, Yo-Yo, just pretend like I never tell you the truth.
Man, you never do.
Okay, no fighting, no fighting.
too late.
This says
Right out of me. This is your fault.
2 best friends living on the streets of Portland as hustlers embark on a journey of self-discovery and find their relationship stumbling along the way.
Yeah, well, Roger Ebert gave it like an 88.
Wow, maybe we should watch this.
Maybe we should. Maybe everybody should watch this.
We watch a movie about 2 male prostitutes.
Keanu
People would
Reeves.
not get the wrong idea.
Yeah, talk about a little boys' night.
Keanu Reeves. Underrated.
Underrated, yeah.
Underrated.
Tune in next week to hear that whole
Absolutely
debate.
overrated.
All right, last one. How to Lose Friends and Alienate People, 2008.
Oh, yeah. I remember when
This is
that
a
came out.
biography, I believe.
Like a documentary.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Why'd you think that was?
I think it was like a rom-com.
He looked at me when he said that. What the freak?
Kind
man?
of.
Simon Pegg movie.
What was the name of the movie? How to Lose Friends?
How to Lose Friends and Alienate People.
It's got to be like satirical of how to win friends and influence people. I guess.
Well, nothing gets past you.
Yeah, what can I say? This is very clearly a biopic about Buddy Holly.
I'll tell you, the fastest way to lose friends is die. Can't be friends with you if you're dead.
Everybody is so mad at you.
It's pretty
when
alienating.
you die.
Yeah. It's not fair to them.
You alienate them pretty fast too.
Yeah.
Just out of there.
They can't be with you anymore.
True. Yeah.
Wow.
Buddy Holly and how he died and how that lost him all his friends and everyone was so mad at him. And one guy was so mad at him he wrote a song about how mad he was at him.
Jailhouse Rock. Elvis.
Yeah.
Incorrect.
So
Believe it or not.
how to lose friends and alienate people.
Yeah.
I think this is not a movie, but more of like a step-by-step instructional video.
No, it's a movie.
Yeah, shut up. Shut up.
I'll let you do.
On basically how to like lose friends and alienate people
Oh yeah, that was good.
for the FBI. It's an FBI training program.
Like Chuck.
Yeah.
Like Chuck, yeah.
Yeah. Shut
Throw back to episode.
Do you remember anything, John?
No.
Oh, okay.
I bet Ricky
Wanna take a
Gervais
guess?
was in it.
No.
Okay, cool. So it's about a British writer, Simon Pegg, who struggles to fit in his new job at a high-profile magazine in New York City.
Ricky Gervais in it?
Is it
No, it's
based on somebody's like memoir?
No, it's just like
It's just a comedy.
British guy trying to fit in New York, writing for a fancy old magazine.
That would be
We've
a
established
large
that.
transition.
It's basically a British writer in New York who's writing for a magazine trying to fit in. To elaborate, he is British. He's a writer and he has a new job at a magazine in New York, but he's having trouble fitting in. So
New York, United States, right?
New York, New York, Newark, New Jersey, United States.
All right, great.
Yeah.
Great.
All right. Well, you want to wrap up the show, Jer?
Yeah, I think this is kind of my forte. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Listen, here's the deal. If you haven't followed us on SoundCloud, iTunes, Instagram, do it. Just do it already.
Like the Facebook page.
Like the Facebook page, like the Twitter page. Do we have an Instagram? We have an Instagram.
We have an Instagram page.
Follow us on Snapchat.
Crazy, awesome Snapchat.
Yo-Yo does our Snapchat, and literally, he puts some exclusive behind-the-scenes stuff on there. So if you want to see behind the scenes, follow us on Snapchat. Show notes are going to be available at littleboysnight.wordpress.org. Calm.
What do you
Dang
think
it.
you do?
You're fine.
Org is for nerds.
All right, I'm sorry.
Might as well go with .net next time. Gosh.
.gov.
Oh.
All right, but listen, we out of here.
Handing those out.
Follow us, or else we'll be after you.
Does anyone want to overdose on Tums now that we're done?